meeting of the Atlantic County Board of Commissioners is called to order. In compliance with the Open Public Meetings Act of the State of New Jersey, adequate notice of this meeting of the Atlantic County Board of Commissioners is provided in the following manner. Published to the Press of Atlantic City and mailed to the Hamilton Gazette. It has been posted on the bulletin boards of the County Office Building in Atlantic City, Stillwater Building in Northfield, and the County Clerk's Office in Mays Landing. Please, deserve opening prayer.
God, as we come before you today, may our actions be guided by fairness, integrity, and compassion. We ask for your blessings upon this meeting so that it may be productive and harmonious. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Please face the flag. Attention salute.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Sarah, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Here.
Burns. Here. Days.
Present.
Gatto. Here. Kern.
Here.
Parker.
Present.
Risley.
Here.
Ruffio.
Here.
Days.
Here. Commissioners have had an opportunity to review the minutes for the October 7th, 2025 meeting. We'll entertain a motion to adopt the October 7th minutes as presented. So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Please call the roll.
Bertino.
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Days.
Yes.
Gatto.
Yes.
Kern.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Risley.
Yes.
Ruffio.
Yes.
Days.
Yes. The Board of Commissioners will continue to utilize the consent agenda format for sections of the agenda that the commissioners do not feel need additional discussion from the board and are not contested. This consent agenda format allows the meetings to run more efficiently and productively so that we can spend additional time during the meeting discussing other important issues that are not as routine. If any commissioner wishes for additional discussion on any resolution or would like a resolution to be pulled from the consent format to be individually addressed for any reason, please advise and we'll do so. For the public, prior to the roll call on any resolution or group of resolutions, you will continue to have an opportunity to comment if you wish to do so. Anyone attending in person who would like to speak regarding an agenda item at public comment, please come to the podium, speak into the microphone, state your name and the town in which you reside. You'll be provided up to 3 minutes to speak. If you're attending virtually and would like to speak, please raise your hand during the agenda item or a public comment at the end. I will call your name and a request to unmute will be sent. Please state your name and the town in which you reside. You will be provided up to 3 minutes to speak. At this time, we do have a community health improvement plan presented by Kara Jansen, the Division Director of Public Health.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you, Commissioner Days and Commissioner Boyd for having me here tonight to present to you the Public Health Community Health Assessment and Community Health Improvement Plan. How we started this process was we utilized our county partners to create a new mission and a vision so that we had a clear structure when we were going to create the Community Health Improvement Plan for the county. We are defined at Public Health by standards set by the New Jersey State Health Department. One of the requirements is that we have partnerships, and at this time we have 30 partner agencies, which include nonprofits like Jewish Family Services, Mental Health Association, the Rescue Mission, New Jersey AIDS Alliance, and many more. Faith-based organizations. This year we've been able to partner with St. Paul AME and Hamilton United Methodist. We have higher education, disability services, healthcare providers, and veteran services that participated with us on a regular basis. Oh, I'm sorry, go back just real quick. So we have the community partnerships, which help us work on our community health assessment and our community health improvement plan. The community health assessment needs to be done every 4 years, and that's just our statistical analysis of what's happening in the communities. And then we take that to create our community health improvement plan, making sure we're linking services, coordinating with our partners, and identifying our capacity to respond to the needs. Yep. So we'll start with the community health assessment, which we put out in 2024, and that goes till 2027. No problem. So the purpose of the community health assessment is to identify key needs and issues and to help us create the guiding plan for what we're going to do over the next couple of years. And we are required to do this. We can do it as a multi-county approach. And we also know that our hospital partners, which is Shore and Atlantic Care, they also do a version of this. And we're thinking in future years, we can all collaborate together to come up with goals that connect to one another. So when we're assessing the community, we have to collect data. And what we did this year is we partnered with Strategic Health Solutions, which is made up of former health officers, to help us make sure we were really looking in a broad scope at what's going on in our communities. So we looked at data such as the Census Bureau, the Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System, and the City Health Dashboard. What we did this year is we asked our partners to come to the table and tell us, what resources do you have available? What's in your systems that connect to with what we do here? And how can we connect our processes together for our long-term planning? The community survey was the survey we put out to residents. It went over 42 health and wellness factors. We had 563 participants respond. A majority was Atlantic City, which was just about 22%. Egg Harbor Township residents at 13%, and Galloway at 9%. So those were the greatest number of residents from the municipalities. And when it came to age groups, the greatest number was 10%, which was in the 60 to 64 age group. Now, I will say I was at ACCC when we tried to get those college students to come. We couldn't even bribe them with food and gift cards. So eventually we did get 12 students to come in for that. We had some grant money for some giveaways, which at that level was definitely a meal and a gift card. Hopefully we can build that partnership with Stockton and ACCC to get that survey pushed out to a broader range of individuals next 4 years when we do it.
Erica,
Yes,
just a question on that. Do we like advertise on social media or anything for the survey?
we did. We did put that out there. We had that posted. We had all our partners push it out.
Or,
500.
like, paid advertising, not
Paid-
just post and push.
So when it came to the focus groups, which is where there were some incentives, we did utilize our partners to help us structure them. When
Okay.
it came to the actual just survey where nothing was being offered except we wanted your time, we did not use paid advertising for that. Yeah. And then so that's the bottom part there. I'm sorry, just jump back. The bottom part there, the community context assessment. This was something different than we've done in years past as well. We've always done focus groups, but we really expanded that out so that we were touching majority of the groups across the county, such as individuals in the rural part, folks who were unhoused, the ALICE population, making sure we talk to families and individuals with disabilities and veterans. And then we built on that with some key informant interviews, and we sent out the Strategic Health Solutions team to look at some individual communities where there may be the right things happening when it comes to parks and walkways, and some other communities where maybe there could be some improvement in that, so that we could have that within the document if we went towards transportation and access, we'd have some data for that. So there's quite a lot of information within this report about what we did in the communities. And then we also looked at food store mapping, seeing where people have access to food. You would still be considered a food desert even if you had a multitude of convenience stores close by you, because that limits your food options. So just real quick on the key findings, we looked at some of the cultural and language barriers that people have accessing healthcare services, access to insurance, and there's some gaps with even within the social service organizations when it comes to touching the vulnerable populations. I think we all found quite inspiring that one of the strengths is our communities in Atlantic County. Repeating over and over, no matter what community it was, people found they had supportive neighborhoods, they had supportive government, and they felt that built a resilient community. So I think that was really good feedback for all of us to hear. We want to believe it, but to have it even from 563 people, it still was really good feedback. When we were looking at the social determinants of health that were impacting individuals within Atlantic County, we had people with transportation issues, housing issues, access to food, and understanding healthcare. And then the same groups we were trying to reach out to get information from, we also found they face the greatest needs, like the ALICE population, disabled, single parents, unhoused, and individuals with co-occurring mental health disorders. So what we came up with for after reviewing all the data is 6 key areas that individuals within Atlantic County need extra support with: housing, mental health, food security, transportation, health knowledge, and childcare. Of those six of the recommendations, we can see they're really all interconnected. So we asked the coalition to come up with 3 target areas that we would utilize for the community health improvement plan. So this just ends a part on the community health assessment, which anyone can find online. And I believe that I've got copies if you didn't get copies, if you want a hardbound copy of that assessment. And there is a lot of information, but it is an easily searchable document online. Okay, next one.
Question.
Sure.
Kara,
Yes.
I noticed on the second to last slide, the bullet says, there remains a significant gap in physical activity and nutrition, but none of the recommendations on the last slide have anything to do with physical activity or nutrition.
Well, when it comes to nutrition, we did group that together with food security.
Okay.
So we looked at that as a combined concern that you may be looking for access for food, but you also need to understand your
Education.
nutritional needs as
Yeah,
well.
Okay.
Yes.
And then we didn't want to do anything in terms of physical activity, like a health challenge or.
So we
something.
have done that in the past,
Mhm.
and we do actually have a lot of partners that do that type of work. So we were this year trying to broaden our scope for public health. What are the factors that overall are influencing people? So when it comes to physical activity, a lot of that is your behavior, right? Your own behavior and how you view, do I have time or attention to place to that matter?
Mhm.
So we did want to broaden the scope about the broader issues
Okay.
that involve the
So
health of
awareness and
people.
education maybe.
Right,
Then
because we,
prompts or motivates.
yes.
Okay.
We do have a health educator, and she continually goes out and offers that type of programming at request and on a regular schedule with certain providers. But yes, thanks for noticing that.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank-
thanks. Okay, so the Community Health Improvement Plan is the actual strategic plan of what we're going to be doing over the next couple of years. This started this year and goes through 2028, and we released that to the public through a presentation on the 10th, and that will be going up on the website before the end of October. So really, before we even decided what 3 target areas we were going to work on, we had to decide who was at greatest need, who lacked access to healthcare, where are some of the gaps, and what are some of the barriers. And then we decided what would be the priority areas. And again, we used our partners to help us with this because we are looking at their resources that can pair with our resources so we can all work together. So we came up with transportation, accessible healthy foods, and access to care and services. And then the third step was decide how were we going to accomplish this together. We created, Part- oh yes, I'm sorry.
There's no emphasis on infant mortality.
That is not part of, right, that was not one of the identified areas based on the public health scope of the questions that we did go through. Yes, that is a separate program that we do have in public health for infant mortality issues. But when we were trying to broadly survey a broad population and identify what their needs were, out of the 563 responses, that's what we used. as to help guide our purpose along with the data. So we do, it's a great question, because we do use a lot of the data anyway in the community health assessment to continue the current programs we are required to offer, that we continue to offer. So when it comes to maternal child health services, that is part of the practice standards for public health that we have to have. And that's guided from a variety of different, not just the Department of Health, but then they also have an infant mortality review team. And then there's some other community partners that come and partner with us as well. But I'd be happy to give you some additional information on that program.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so then after we've decided who was in greatest need and what was going to be the priority, we talked about how we were going to do that together. Okay, yep. So basically, the Community Health Improvement Plan is an action plan, and there is a flyer by the door if you haven't seen that. It's also going to be available online, that just details the areas that were chosen and some of the key goals that we're looking to obtain. And this will be an ongoing review. This is a living document, so we do have a lot of process measures and dates when we hope to accomplish things, but we do look to be able to be flexible with that, because it's not just the health department doing the work. We are requesting that our partners continue to support us through this long-term project. And really, I'd like to point out that public health really thrives on civic engagement. So really anyone can be part of that, anyone who has an interest in that. I know I named a few of the agencies. We're always looking for anyone else. If there's people in the public who would like to participate in that, we're always looking for anyone who has a passion for public health to participate. Okay. And these were just the three areas: transportation, accessible, healthy food, and access to care and services. So just a quick overview of some of what we hope to accomplish, the priorities that we're looking at. Developing a transportation guide by partnering with South Jersey Transportation Planning Organization. We've already been meeting with them about some of their current goals, and we're hoping to work ours into there as well. Expand access through planning. The Access for All Transit Plan is something else we're participating in. And promoting complete and clean streets to the municipalities. Some of the partners working on this are Shore Medical Center, Atlantic Care, Career Opportunity Development, Center for Family Services, and Atlantic County Intergenerational Services. Something we hope to accomplish for access to care and services is to increase insurance coverage through education, promoting a referral network, something similar to Unite Us, and enhance health literacy through workshops. Partners that are working on this are Atlantic Care, Southern Jersey Family Medical Center, Jewish Family Services, Atlantic County Addiction Services, and Atlantic County Community Health. And access to healthy food is the third one. We're looking to expand education around nutritional needs, such as there's a Mondays campaign. It's once a month, kind of getting everybody ready for making a change on the Monday, which is like the day everybody looks at as the day I can make a change. I can do it today, as before the week really takes over. We also would like to be more involved in promoting the healthy food options that are available in the county, and doing some additional assessment about food insecurity challenges. And they're going to focus on children and utilize the school district to help us with that. Some of the partners in that are the Atlantic County Superintendent's Office, Atlantic Care, Atlantic Prevention Resources, Baron Joaz Senior Center, Jewish Family Services, the Hamilton Family Success Center, Rutgers Cooperative Extension, and Environmental Health here at Atlantic County. Great, so Public Health would like to thank our partners and county administration and the county commissioners for supporting this long-term project. Everyone shows up to our meetings because we all understand that collectively we can accomplish things in a better time frame. Feels like it's a more cohesive message when we all come together. The full document plus a condensed version will be available online on the website. And if anyone has any questions about that, they can reach out to Public Health. The last side will have our contact information at 645-5853. That's our health planning unit. Myself, Christine King, and Santiago Fuertes, we were the ones coordinating this for the last couple years, and we'll continue to carry that forward. And that's all I have. I'd love to hear your questions.
Yeah, Kara, thank you and your team and everyone for all of your hard work and effort and reaching out to the community and working with our various agencies. Are there any commissioner comments, questions?
Just one, Kara, I
Yes.
saw your presentation with one of my committees before. And one of my questions was, and I want you to explain to the commissioners that the 56 responses that you got, you received were really reflective of the entire county.
Yes. Yes, they were. So we received, those were just the top three that so we had Absecon, Atlantic City, Brigantine, Buena Borough, Buena Vista, Corbin City, Egg Harbor City, Egg Harbor Township, even someone from Estelle Manor, Hamilton, Galloway, Linwood, Margate, Hamilton Township, Mullica, Northfield, Pleasantville, Port Republic, Summers Point, Ventnor, and Folsom.
Great,
We
thank
don't
you.
really, we tried to touch everybody and reach out, make sure we heard the voices.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I guess I feel a little differently. I mean, we have 250,000-ish residents
It
and
was only 56.
563. right?
563.
As opposed, right, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
So
so
I
I just,
agree, but
I-
at least there were people from, that's what I was trying to say.
no,
People
yeah,
from-
I get it. I just would encourage, I mean, like, we send it to all employees who live in the county, who work for the county,
Yeah,
like, make them
We did
take it.
that. Make them take it. Yeah,
Why can't we require it?
we
I mean,
could, I guess. I mean,
And I would definitely do paid social media advertisement to
Right.
push it out in people's feeds next time.
right.
I won't be here though, so go ahead.
Great.
Doesn't mean your comments.
I
are
know,
valid,
I know.
right?
I just feel like we should try to really do more. We should just really try to do more to, the more data, the better. So,
Any other commissioner?
not to negate the report out. The report out was great.
No, I think that you're touching on the number one issue. We scaled it back so that it was not as burdensome of a number of questions. I think in the past there'd been 100 plus. That gets to be difficult for
Yeah.
people. But there's a lot of things to talk about and to gather data on. So we did scale that back, trying to group things together. I still think it was a little bit massive.
Mm,
Another thought could be that we could put it out in pieces to certain groups, and not maybe have everybody answer or try to answer, 50 some questions at a time.
yeah,
So,
sounds good.
Yeah.
I thought the survey was great to, it was very specific to where you lived. So you weren't, if you
Yes.
lived on the western end or the eastern end, wherever you were, it was really specific to where you were living. So I did it. So,
yes,
yeah,
thank you.
difficult to get everyone or more people to respond.
Oh, I get it. It's,
Yeah.
I do think there's things we could do.
Mhm.
Um,
I know, Tara, this took quite a number of years, right? For the whole report. How long? was-
Yeah, we started this at the end of 22. Yeah, before we,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're
Yeah.
pulling all the partners together, getting all
Yeah.
your questions, figuring out how much can we really do based on the data that we were going to gather. So,
Yeah, a
yes,
lot of work, a lot of time.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much.
thanks. And thanks for your feedback.
Kara, I just have
Yes.
two questions. I'm sorry. Was the information available at the county libraries? Like, so people could access the computers there?
Was it
Was
available?
Was this, the survey information?
We had a flyer.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, so they could have,
yes.
and then the section we
And it-
talk about,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
It was on the website too.
In the section we talk about transportation, was there any discussion about bike paths, connecting bike paths, expanding them?
That would be part of the Complete and Green Streets
Okay.
project. Yep. And we will be hoping to take what we are looking to accomplish and ask the municipalities if they're willing to have some more discussions about that. Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks.
I know a mayor that would be interested in that topic.
Who?
I'm Mayor of Hamilton Township.
I need to get a card before I
Side
leave.
note.
Thank you.
Thank you.
He just happened to be sitting in a room.
Thank you, Karen. Great. So we'll move on to our agenda items. Resolution 567.
Amending Resolution Number 478 adopted on September 7, 2024. A grant from the New Jersey Juvenile Justice Commission for the State Community Partnership and Family Court Grant to include the subaward numbers, no additional cost.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments, questions? Any comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 568.
Amending Resolution Number 390 adopted on August 12, 2025, a grant from the New Jersey Department of Law and Public Safety for the 2025-2027 Opt for Help and Hope grant to reflect the proper date range, no additional cost.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Okay, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Abstain.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 569.
Renewal competitive contract with the Center for Family Services and Crossroads Programs Incorporated for the provision of youth shelter beds on an as-needed basis, amount not to exceed $95,000.
Move. Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Bid contracts. If any commissioners would like to discuss or remove any bid contracts from the consent agenda, please indicate so now. Any comments from the public on any of these items? Entertain a motion to combine and adopt resolutions 570 and 572.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Any commissioners would like to discuss or remove any miscellaneous items from the consent agenda, please indicate so now. Hearing none, any comments from the public? All right, I'll entertain a motion to combine and adopt resolutions 573 through 579.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Chapter 159. So I'll entertain a motion to combine and adopt resolutions 580 through 587, chapter 159s.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. I'll entertain a motion to combine and adopt resolutions 588 through 589 miscellaneous items.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Are there any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. I'll entertain a motion to combine and adopt resolutions 590 through 591 appointments.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Are there any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 592.
Resolution opposing the proposed judicial consent order between the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection and the 3M Company regarding PFAS contamination. Sponsor James A. Bertino.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just briefly, as we discussed at the last commissioners' meeting, this resolution is in support of the action the ACOA and I imagine most of the counties that are paying any attention the state should be doing. This will suggest that we do not allow the NJDEP to settle their claims with 3M for the issue that we're having regarding the PFAS contamination. I know we discussed it at the last meeting. It's imperative. It's going to be extremely expensive to whoever has got to do the cleanup on this. And we thought about it. It's in everything you have and everything we do, cosmetics, everything. So stuff goes through wastewater, it's in that too. So I know the commissioners, and we spoke about this, is very supportive of it. And hopefully the NJDEP will listen to us. We do not want to incur these type of costs to do the cleanup on our own. It will be it is impossible. So,
Commissioner, any additional commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Okay, please call the roll.
Bertino,
yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Stays,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Stays.
Yes. At this point of, if they're talking to council, we're going to hold off on the closed session resolution so we can go through the rest of the agenda items without public comment prior to executive session, unless Commissioner has a problem or.
Makes sense.
So move on to, I guess, written communications and petitions. Anybody want to discuss anything we've received? Okay. Any reports of special committees?
I just want to mention that part of the Disability Advisory Board, every year they put together the Donald Sykes Award Program. Commissioner Risley and Commissioner Burns were there as well today. It really is a very special event and very heartwarming, and they honor a number of, I think there was like 6 of them today. Yeah, or 7 of them today, and they honor people with disabilities and things that, they have done for the community and how they've overcome their disability, which most of them talk about. It's not a disability, they don't look at it that way. So it's always a wonderful event, and I thank the Sykes family and our executive for continuing this event.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Bertino?
Yeah, just briefly, Bridges and Roads, of course, have met. Construction projects, we went over the process of what's available, what are we still working on. That is in your agenda the minute you guys will be receiving it. Yesterday, we had a meeting with the Solid Waste Advisory Committee to go over. The Atlantic County Planning Department has reached out to Affirm SCS Engineering. They're going to begin working on the next 10-year plan for our solid waste management disposal, how we handle trash here in Atlantic County. We're going to be probably having another meeting on that. There was some suggestions we brought to the engineering firm to consider, just to make sure the board's aware of that. That's important. That's how you handle trash and what we're saying we're going to be doing with it for the next 10 years. It'll go through the planning department. They'll review it. And at some point, it's going to come back to the commissioners to be approved. And then that will be the footprint that you will be using for the next 10 years and how I keep repeating it because it's going to be very important how we plan on how we dispose of trash. So that was important. So you'll be hearing more on that.
Commissioner, can we share the fun
Yes.
facts
Yes.
that the
Let it rip. I'll
state
let
goal?
you do it because that's why I wanted you to hear it because of the state's thought process on where they think we should be. I think it's important, but I'll let you do that because you seemed to be impressed with that yesterday when they were mentioned.
the
some of the
state
goals.
the state has a goal which has to be baked in as an assumption in the plan of reducing food waste by 2030 by 50%.
Recycle.
Godspeed.
About 40 of them that's hungry right
Yeah,
now.
you got put-
That's why the pigs are running loose.
Some of the thoughts, and I know we've had this discussion before, some of the thoughts that, well, we do the best we can kind of stuff. Listen, I think if we've been around this long enough to know when we codify a document and we say that's what we're going to meet, then you kind of open yourself up from the state to take a look at this later on after we say we're going to meet it and say, well, then give me your plan B on how you're going to meet it next year. So it opens you up to some of that. But I know the state's made some lofty goals. A lot of times disposal of trash is not at their highest priority level on how it's going to be done. How you handle, I have some of my experience in the past. I worked for a trash company that worked in multiple states, and how they handle trash in West Virginia is nothing like they do in New Jersey. So it's different across the country. So urban centers are going to have an issue with it. There's no places to put it. There's only so many places to get rid of it. And as we are today, you either put it on a truck and haul it out of here, you put it on a train and haul it out of here. You're not going to get incineration. You're not going to get all that. There's new technologies. I love the ACUA because they are very aggressive. They do look at new emerging technologies and not afraid to do it. And most of the time, they probably lead the state of New Jersey on trying to find something that's more creative and inventive. And I always give them credit for doing that. And Atlantic County, I know we support them on the process and a lot of times the cost to do that. But we're going to have to take a hard look at it when this plan comes to us. I want to just make sure you guys are aware of it.
So when my daughter doesn't want to eat her vegetables, like I say, the doctor says because Governor Murphy says you have to. You know? So,
There's going to be, it's like throwing it in the trash where we're comfortable. And a lot of times urban areas, as I said, I'm in a rural area. We would compost. It's a lot easier for me to do that, but you can't compost in an apartment complex when there's no place to put it. So how you handle that material is going to be different for everybody, and how it's done, utilizing county health departments involved in this strategy and all that. It's not so simple.
Yeah.
For us to make sure it gets implemented at the public level.
Yep.
So education is great, understanding it, but the reality of where they happen to live is going to impact how that works. I mean, there were some states I know that they've tried as test goals and where they take food waste separate. It's a blue container. When you come by on a trash day, some of them were trying to do that in some of the cities and see how that works out. But you could imagine there's cost involved with that if you're going to go try to pick it up. Some communities had it at their local landfills where you could bring the material yourself and dispose of it there. Some of them were using the food waste to intermix with leaves and grass clippings and stuff and using it as composting and stuff. There's some things that are done, but nothing that's done statewide. And that's why or countywide that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
That we'll have to take a look at.
It's gonna be a challenge.
yeah, I just want to make sure it doesn't overburden the restaurant industry. So
Some of the
that's something to
things,
keep in mind.
I think some of the things that had happened in the past, and I know a company that used to do it, they did digesters where some of the casinos had them, all the colleges had them, and they were doing that for a while. Of course, there's a cost involved with all that. Some of those larger institutions can take that material and absorb it. Then you would come down, enzymes break the material down. You have to come and pump it out. You have to put new stuff in. There was cost involved with that. But from the economy side of it, it doesn't make a lot of economic sense to anybody to continue doing it. And I knew the company that was trying to do it that I had some affiliation with for a while. They just said this doesn't make any sense. It's not enough buy-in. And they look for subsidies to kind of continue it, which everybody tends to do when it doesn't make financial sense. So.
All right, look forward to that.
Think about your
Further
school,
discussion. Yeah.
all the food.
Well, I mean,
School.
I have a couple of things to say about that. But we'll hold later. Are there any other discussions? Because I do want to discuss. We did have a code committee meeting last week. I think after a fairly productive conversation discussing Commissioner Parker's AI resolutions and how he wants to move forward with that. I did say last meeting that depending on how that goes, we would look into establishing another ad hoc committee. I would like to do so at this time as a result of our discussions at County Code. So I'd like to create an AI technology committee. I've asked Commissioner Ruffu to serve on that, Commissioner Gatto, and Commissioner Parker to chair that committee. So there, we'll get that information out, and then Commissioner Parker, you can.
And our purpose initially, I think, as we kind of discussed in code committee, right, was to kind of baseline where we are today in county government, what tools we're using, what contractual agreements are in place, and what language was used, what guardrails are already in place, IT infrastructure, what have we put in place today so far, and just kind of get grounded in that, right? Before we then make any larger decisions. Yeah.
Absolutely. I asked Commissioner Gatto to be on the board. She's she's knowledgeable on that topic, and I want to make sure that she puts her extra work in before she.
I might have bullied you guys into it. Though.
I wasn't implying that at all.
You fully have my request.
I wanted to make sure you didn't get bored in your last 2 months on the board.
Yeah.
So, that's all.
Amy, you know how I, Commissioner Gatto, you know how I roll. And when I say kick the tires, I mean it. Some people say it and don't mean it, but I mean it. This is extremely important for our county to do. We all know the importance of AI. We can't miss it in our news. We can't miss it in the economy. We can't miss it with anything that we're doing right now. In fact, we were in a workshop this morning for the ethics of AI with Tara and myself, and you just can't miss it. It's impacting everything, and so we're just, we got to make sure that we are taking the lead and not being reactive and being proactive, because this is very new, and so we need to find out, as Commissioner Gatto said, we need to find out where we are exactly and have a better idea of where we are already as a county, as an organization, and then decide how we're going to move forward, with AI. So I did write a little something, if I may. There's some folks in the room I see. I see my friend Ren's back there. Hello, Ren, from Ideal Institute, and I know he just ribbon cut an AI program, an AI center with his organization. And my friend Joe Berg back there, who I drive him nuts about AI quite often. Jerry, don't raise your hand. I know I drive you nuts about that too, but I drive you nuts about everything. So that's not fair. So I'll just go through this real quick. I want to sincerely thank my colleagues, you guys here, for the support and the creation of the Atlantic County Ad Hoc Committee on Artificial Intelligence and Technology, and for the confidence you placed in me after this vote, maybe unless I don't get the chair position as chair, to serve as a chair. This committee will function as an AI think tank, a diverse group of innovators, educators, and critical thinkers committed to rigorously examining every idea we discuss. Together, we will kick the tires of emerging technologies to ensure that what we explore is not only visionary, but also ethical, equitable, and impactful. I look forward to the work ahead, advancing innovation for the betterment of our society, our county government, and the people of Atlantic County. There's a few people that I'd like to thank, because I want everyone to know at this point, now that we're creating this, that this wasn't done in a silo. So I want to thank our county executive, Dennis Levinson, who met with me several times about this topic, Jerry Del Rosso, who's been absolutely, you guys know Jerry, the same. You call Jerry up and all the information you need is there. So I appreciate you, Jerry, for your work on this. Ken Warren, our board solicitor, Lynn Hughes, county counsel, Tara. So I appreciate all the work that you've done. Our county clerk, Howard Kyle from the ARTP. I probably drove him nuts. Lauren Moore, Max Slusher from the ACEA. There's just Miss Monica Amadio for Stockton University's chair of the entrepreneurship program, and my friend Ren in the back. This has been something that we have been working on for many months now, and have been, kicking the tires ourselves behind closed doors. And now it's finally come into a place where.
Let me just make sure I'm clear. We discussed a commissioner ad hoc committee.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and so I want to thank you guys and for all the work that you've done leading up to this point.
Okay.
Leading up to this point in the creation of this, because without that work behind the scenes, none of this would be happening up here today. So I appreciate your help to get to this point. And listen, let's see what the commissioners come up with in the ad hoc committee.
So just to make you feel better, there's no vote. You're chairman unless you change your mind. That's
That's already decided.
That brings me peace.
I mean, unless whatever makes you happier. I mean,
I don't know.
But,
Anybody wanna vote against it? I don't know.
no, but it's an ad hoc
Definitely
committee,
not.
just like the other committees. So would it be the three commissioners? And if you have a meeting, if you want to invite administration, of course, Jerry can bring his knowledge.
No, I absolutely would like for administration to come to our meetings, because as we found out in the county code meeting, there's not a whole lot of substance that we can accomplish without having them in the room. So we definitely need administration in the room with us.
Forward to seeing what you guys come up with. So thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to reports of any unfinished business. I guess we're done with special committees. Any unfinished business to discuss? Any new business? All right, so we're going to move on to.
I'm sorry. I do have something I want to let everybody know. From Culture and Heritage, we have the Unit Historical Society put out that on, they will be once again participating in the Boscov's Friends Helping Friends Shopping Day, Wednesday, tomorrow, October 22nd, 2025. when you can shop anytime this day at Boscov's with the 25% off discount pass and register to win a $100 Boscov's gift card. Passes are just $5 and all proceeds go to the Buna Historical Society, available at their program on October 15th or by contacting Eileen, I guess that's Rugery, 856-207-2585, or Deborah Casaza, 856-466-4654.
Oh, thank you, Commissioner. Any other new business? All right, moving on to public comment before we go back to the executive session resolution. If anyone attending in person that would like to speak now with public comment, please come to the podium, speak into the microphone, state your name and the town you reside. If you're attending virtually and would like to make a public comment, please raise your hand. I will call your name and request to unmute will be sent. Please state your name and the town you reside. You'll be provided up to 3 minutes to speak. Sure.
Joe Berg, Chief of Staff, Legislative District 2. Just wanted to cover a couple quick things with you guys. First of all, Senator Palestina, Assemblyman Guardian, Assemblywoman Swift, appreciate the resolution in support of the e-bike laws. I wanted to let everybody know that we had the first Senate quorum in some time yesterday, and the Senate version of the e-bike bill that we had shared with you has posted. That bill in the Senate is S4763. The next Assembly quorum will be November 12th. Assemblywoman Swift is going to be introducing the Assembly version of that bill. So I just wanted to flag that with everybody and appreciate the support. Secondly, and kind of more importantly, on a timely manner, I know I've been here before and spoken about the Anchor program, the Senior Freeze, the State of New Jersey. We are 10 days away from the deadline for the applications. I encourage everybody, share with your constituents the fact that they need to make sure that they go those applications in prior to Halloween. We're starting to see some people who are actually receiving both the Anchor and the Senior Freeze payments back. So if you've got anybody who's got any questions, if there's a difference in the amount of what they've received, or if they've filed some time ago and they have not seen those rebates yet, ask them please to follow up with our office. There's been some issues with some people receiving less than they expected, some people not receiving them at all. And I feel like we spend the bulk of our time, at least when I visit you guys, reminding everybody of these applications. So remind people not to leave that money on the table. If they believe that they're eligible, this year it's two separate applications. If you are a senior citizen, you filed the combined PAS-1 that is for your Senior Freeze, your Anchor, and then the Stay New Jersey program, which is a new program we're expecting to be rolled out next year, 2026. If you're not a senior citizen, you would just file the standard Anchor rebate form. I know in years past, some have gotten notices that said they didn't have to file. Some have gotten notices that said they had to file. Just remind anybody, any of your residents, any of your constituents, they've got 10 days. Deputy Chief of Staff Sarah Walsh is also here with me today. So if anybody has any questions, send them to us, send them to me, send them to Sarah. We're happy to help. So I just wanted to make sure that I got that to everybody, and have a happy Halloween. So thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Any other public comment? Is there anybody online? All right, I'll entertain a motion to close public comment.
Move.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, Ken, should we do comments for the good of the order first, or go back to the resolution and then save that for after?
That's your discussion, Chairman.
At this point, you have some members of the public here. Are there any comments for the good of the order?
Yes, sir.
Commissioner Gaddis?
Yeah, kind of piggybacking on Commissioner Parker's advertisement he just made there. Also tomorrow night is at Red Robin in Mays Landing. The VFW, there's their fundraiser for VFW Reads Across America effort. So 20% of all food sales tomorrow night at Red Robin go back to the Reads Across America effort. We're really starting to kick into overdrive on our annual fundraising for Reads Across America. Last year, I talked about we raised money for about 2,000 reads, which covered every veteran in Holy Cross Cemetery in Mays Landing, as well as a couple of other smaller cemeteries in that area. And we're also working on trying to engage with the neighboring cemetery to Holy Cross, which I believe is called Jackson Memorial, which is a traditionally African-American cemetery, and working on finding those veterans and being able to fundraise to put on those graves as well in the future. So if you are so inclined to either go tomorrow night to Red Robin or go on to the page, I'm happy to share the link for the wreaths. They're $17. $5 of that purchase goes toward, it depends on what link you use, certain organizations, mostly to the food pantry at St. Vincent de Paul, and the rest goes toward the purchase of the wreath. Many of you have supported it in the past, and I appreciate that. I hope you'll consider your generosity, including you, Mr. Solicitor. And December 13th is the wreaths placement ceremony at Holy Cross Cemetery in Mays Landing. We've really grown it to a pretty beautiful event. It's very sobering right before the holiday, but it's also very beautiful. And it's definitely something to bring your family out to. Just take a minute to lay that wreath, show some appreciation as we head into that holiday season. So put that on your calendar. And again, if you could support the wreath or any of the fundraising efforts, that would be appreciated. Thank you.
Any other comments for the good of the order? Okay, so we'll circle back, you can use that term, but go back to resolution number 593.
Resolution authorizing a closed session requested regarding pending or anticipated litigation, contractual negotiations, and/or attorney-client privilege requiring confidential communications.
So moved.
Second.
Second, are there any commissioner comments? Comments from the public? No. Okay, we will come back and we will have some additional resolutions corrected.
Yes, formal action was anticipated after executive session.
Thank you. All right, Tara, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns, Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. All right, the board will now go into a closed executive session to discuss the matter noted in resolution 593. And these will see executive session in progress on the screen. Please stand by. I'll entertain a motion to resume the meeting.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Tara, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Oh. Entertain a motion to add resolutions 594 through 596 to the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 594.
Resolution offering a plan option outside of state health benefits, which includes a self-funded HRA to be administered through the use of the difference card and other medical benefit consultant services.
Second.
Seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Is anybody around? All right, please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 595.
Resolution offering a plan option which includes a self-funded HRA to be administered through the use of the difference card and other medical benefit consultant services.
Second.
Moved and seconded. Any commissioner comments? Any comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. Resolution 596.
Memoranda of Understanding with all collective bargaining units concerning the voluntary offering as a baseline health insurance plan with the utilization of a health reimbursement account.
Second.
Seconded. Any commissioner comments? Comments from the public? Please call the roll.
Bertino,
Yes.
Burns,
Yes.
Days,
Yes.
Gatto,
Yes.
Kern,
Yes.
Parker,
Yes.
Risley,
Yes.
Ruffio,
Yes.
Days.
Yes. I know we went through the rest of the agenda. Are there any other comments for the good of the order? I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.